Hello, sir.
How are you?
Good, and you?
All right.
Everything good?
You got a bunch of people here, don't you?
It's one for sick. Yes. Go back to work.
Gotcha. Where you working at?
Where?
Where?
San Luis, Missouri.
Missouri?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I'm from Maryland.
Okay. Now the reason I stopped you, we was running 75 down through here.
75?
Yeah. Or is this just 65 through here?
I know. I'm going to 70.
Going 70?
Yeah. What's the limit right now? Is 70 or 65?
It's 65.
Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. You saw it. I got a couple more clips for you, but that is newly released body cam footage from some Tennessee state troopers who pulled over Mr. Maryland Dad, Harold and Kilmar Garcia. And of course, that's what they've been telling us. He's just you even had, 5 politicians go down there, all of them Democrat. But you had 5 politicians go down there and try to negotiate the release of this turd. And the president of El Salvador the other day said, no, I'm not sending him up there. Even if you ask, I'm not doing it. And what are we going to do? Send in an elite military group to kidnap this fool and bring him back to America? I know America's into some crazy shit, but I didn't think we were into kidnapping terrorists and bringing them back, because that's exactly what he is. I know we've been conditioned to think that terrorists only come in one of 2 forms, either a crazy white son of a bitch or brother Allahu Akbar, one of them, right? They're either a crazy white dude or a Muslim. But that's not true, because Trump designated MS-13, Tren de Aragua, and whoever else, these foreign gangbangers who have been invading our country, he declared them and designated them a terrorist group. So now you get to hang out with Al Qaeda and Hamas and all these triple OG terrorist groups. That's what you are. So that's how we're going to treat you. And when we find a terrorist, you got to go. We grab you by the scruff of your neck and the seat of your pants and give it a 1 and a 2 and toss your ass out of here. Now, you notice the officer pulled him over and he's like, hello, officer, my friend, Jay's my license. I'm so sorry, 65, 70. Oh, my God, my friend, my paperwork is suspended in Maryland, San Luis, Missouri. Look, am I the only one who thinks there's a certain level of disrespect that comes along with a foreigner coming to your country? And even worse, that you break into it. You broke into our country. So not only that, it's the added insult of you not learning English. You not learning the cultures and the ways of America. That's part of coming here. That's part of the agreement when you come here legally, is that you assimilate and adopt the American cultures and the American ways, because the American culture, and the American way is the greatest on earth. Period. Fight me in the comments. I don't give a shit. Some other cultures suck. So the best culture and the best country is right here. So part of the process of coming here and part of the respect that you show us is learning our ways and customs. And number 1 is English. Why does that dude sound like he just got here? Why does it sound like he was just released into the interior of the United States to await his court date? That fool has been here since 2011. That video or that body cam footage was from 2022. So you've been here 11 years and that's how you sound? Oh, my paperwork, I saw it, San Luis, Missouri. Where's Missouri? I know where Missouri is. I know St. Louis, Missouri. But I don't know San Luis, Missouri. I don't know that one. Find that on a map for me. But that shit pisses me off, and I find it disrespectful when people come here to live in our country and you don't learn English. That is disrespect. You're telling me that you don't give a shit about being an American, and you don't, well, they're not Americans. I've said this before, coined the phrase. They want to be in America. They don't want to be American. So you're telling me you don't give a shit about our customs. You don't give a shit about our culture. You're just here freeloading. You're like, My mom used to get me these magazines when I was a kid. She got me a subscription, and it was called 321 Contact, and it was a science magazine. And they had these factoids, these little tidbits that did you know that 75% of redheads are born in Scotland? Stuff like that, right? Real under the Snapple lid type facts. And one of them, it was a picture of a vampire bat, and there was this big, giant, fat pig that was sleeping, and the vampire bat would sneak in and bite the pig while it was sleeping and drink its blood. And the pig couldn't feel it because there was a numbing agent in the bat's saliva. So the bats have, razor sharp teeth, like, cat teeth. Slice the pig so blood comes out, and they drink the blood while the pig's sleeping, none the wiser. That's what they're doing. They're parasitic in nature. You're not coming here to be an American. You're just coming here to give us a little cut and siphon our blood and fill your gullet with our plasma without us knowing it. Well, now we know it. Well, we've been knowing it. Now we're doing something about it. So check out this next clip of the cop asking him, hey, well, whose truck is this? And what about your paperwork? What, my friend, my paperwork.
Okay, sure.
The what?
The problem with my license right now is expired, right?
It's suspended?
Suspended because I have my permanent employment, so like 2 years experience. So I need to. So right now I'm waiting the paper for migration. I go to the NBA. So
And be sure to hit the link in the description box to get those American hands on some official green gear. So, of course, this is obvious bullshit. He tells them, oh, we're construction workers, and we're driving from Texas to Maryland, and we just got done with a job, and, I can't find my insurance. My boss, he's my bossy truck. And when you see him walk up to it, you can tell it's like a late 90s Suburban. What construction company uses one of those for construction jobs, or even to transport people? I've seen people traveling for construction jobs. It's usually a van. It's a little more organized, but it's just him and a bunch of dudes. You notice the guy's not talking. The guy in the passenger seat, he ain't saying nothing. He's not even looking at the cop. He probably told him before they even, or right when they got pulled over, don't you say a fucking word. I'll do the talking. This guy is an MS-13 gang member. These people are not to be trifled with. These people will do damage with the machete on a third world level. You don't play with these people. And these people who are human trafficking, that's a buzz term we've been using for the last 10 years. Well, here you go. This guy is obviously trafficking these men. They're scared of him. And this is probably the shit that they left. They left their country because of MS-13. Guess who's here when you get here? More MS-13. So this guy's obviously a piece of shit. Why would you have this many dudes jammed in there? You'll hear the cop say that he put an extra row of seats in there. Right when the cop walked up and flashed his light, you could see guys sitting all the way in the back. These aren't the old school station wagons. They didn't have the seats that were facing out the back window so you could stick your tongue out and or flip the cars behind you the middle finger. So that's not supposed to be there. This guy is trafficking people. This guy is a gangbanger. Listen to this cop tell him this guy's probably more senior because he tells him, you know what you got, right?
You know what you got, right? Huh? You know what you got here, right?
No.
He's hauling these people for money. You got an ass hauler is what he's doing. But sometimes they commingle dope and
No. What?
There's 8 people in there.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know that. They put an extra row of seats in there.
Yeah. So he's getting paid to all these people, probably to Maryland, I would say, if I had my guess.
He said they all work together. That's what he's telling me. But he's the only one that knows English.
So let me ask you this. They don't have any luggage in there, right? And if you get them out, they're going to have toothpaste and they're going to have toothbrushes in their pockets, I guarantee it.
Hey, at least they're taking their dental hygiene seriously. But he told him, I said, you know what you got here, man? These guys, he's paid to take these guys to and from. You got an ass hauler, brother. That's right. We call that an ass hauler. And he said, what? He's like, yeah, I bet you if they don't have any luggage, but they'll have a toothbrush and some toothpaste on them, and that's about it. He's like, well, they say that they're working. He's like, they're not working. So they've seen this a million times. They've heard it all. They've seen, I can't find my insurance. My boss, he's not my truck. My friend, Missouri, Texas. They heard all that shit. Why they didn't arrest him? They probably weren't allowed to. Their hands were probably tied. They probably couldn't. But had this guy been arrested and deported, because that's how it works, right? We find you in our country illegally, we arrest you and deport you. You find somebody in your house illegally, you're probably going to shoot them. But if you don't, the cops will come and arrest them, and then they'll be taken to jail. They'll be deported to jail. So that's how things work. But under sloppy Joe, no, we're not going to punish. We're going to welcome. That's right. The cops are like, welcome. That's right. We're going to welcome them. No more punishing unless you find them standing over a dead body with smoke coming out of the barrel. Don't do anything to them. Okay? Help them. Let them go. Catch and release. Maybe give them a little, come here, courtesy of the federal government, the American taxpayer. Maybe give them a little bit of that and send them on their way. You don't want to hinder their journey. You don't want to put any hurdles in front of them. You don't want to make it inconvenient for you, American taxpayer, of course. All the inconvenience for you, but for the illegal, no. Let them go. Let this man go about his business. Now, that's exactly what happened. He was let go, only to probably go and punch his wife in the face or whatever he got in trouble for, threaten to kill her on a recorded phone call. You know, good people. And again, the left, the Democrats are always getting behind the pieces of shit. This guy, a gangbanging woman beater, the patron saint of fentanyl, George Floyd, you name it, Jordan Neely. If they're doing wrong, the left is behind them, guaranteed. It doesn't matter what you have on tape. It doesn't matter the testimony. It doesn't matter the witnesses. They get behind the dummies. They get behind the pieces of shit. They are fighting and clamoring to keep a woman-beating gangbanger inside of our border. That shit is crazy. Meet me in the comments. Don't you think this guy should have been kicked out of the damn country when they found him, when they were found by these officers? They say, oh, human trafficking, it's so bad. You had him right there. They know. These cops know. They know the trafficking. They know the signs. They know the hallmark of a trafficker. He just told him. So why are they found to be in commission of a crime, but they're let go? Do they do that to you? Do they do that to the American citizen? Of course not. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.